Question is there a Latino American national anthem or a Jewish American national anthem or a Polish American national anthem that has to be sung before the Super Bowl as well? Or is it only the Black national anthem that gets sung before the Super Bowl? I'm just wondering, again, the Super Bowl is supposed to be a grand unifying cultural event. Why you have a woke sectarian lead up to the event?
We were subjected to the so-called Black national anthem, lift every voice and sing, before the actual national. I am sick of this. It's not necessary. It's, to me, played in this context, it's divisive. There's one national anthem for all of us, every American. There is no point, and actually, it's really a middle finger to the country and to those of us who love each other, irrespective of skin color, to try to divide us by race when we get to anthems at the Super Bowl.
I'm going to say something that's very unpopular, but it's factually needs to be addressed. I don't expect white people to have the sensibilities of black people. I don't expect somebody white to get it about black people the way I expect black people to get it about black people. What I'm saying to you, however, Megyn Kelly, I'm only bringing up her name to let you know I've listened to you on many occasions. We run across each other during my visits at Fox News in the past. And respect is obviously something you should require because your body of work is that significant. I get it. But you ain't black. You haven't been marginalized and ostracized and treated in the manner that black people have been treated.
You know, doing this video on the Black National Anthem, I'm torn. So I was talking to a couple of my liberal friends who happen to be black about this. And, you know, they were all, yeah, it's so great to see the Black National Anthem. I said, I think it's a travesty. I think it's ridiculous. And they're like, why do you think it's ridiculous, Nay? Why are you against black people succeeding? I'm like, the Black National Anthem, I don't think has anything to do with black people succeeding. I think it's divisive. I think black is not a nationality. And I think the national anthem is supposed to unite us all under a common song. It's like the American flag unites us all under that flag, right? We're all Americans. That's why personally, I don't consider myself to be African American because I've never been to Africa, right? I'm American American, right? My friends who are white aren't considered European Americans. They're American Americans. So if you want to call me black to identify maybe my skin color, which is really brown, but if you want to say black, fine. But I'm an American American. I'm not from Africa. And it almost makes it seem like I'm from a different place, which that's just not true, right? So when this Black National Anthem came to be, I've been telling all my friends, I'm just 100% against it because I consider it, to me, again, this is to me, it seems like we're okay with bringing back segregation. Remember there was the Negro League for baseball and there was the White League and we were like, oh, that's all wrong. And then there were the black only water fountains and the white only water fountains and all this other stuff. So maybe it's just my ignorance that we were past all this separating each other based on race. So we're going to have the Black National Anthem versus the White National. It just seemed like the national anthem was for everybody. And then I also mentioned that if we're going to start having these special national anthems for particular ethnic groups or races, then I was suspecting Hispanic national anthem, an Asian national anthem, and indigenous people national anthem. You know, we can just kind of go crazy with this. So I was told that Charlamagne explains it well about why we should have a black national anthem and why it's okay and why it's only racism that forces us to think differently about this. So let's react to it.
Well, Donkey today for Monday, February 12th goes to Representative Matt Gaetz of Florida. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I'm disgusted. That's disgusting. I'm so sorry. Representative Mike Loychick, conservative pundit CJ Pearson, and everybody else who had their Fruit of the Looms in a bunch because the NFL let Andre Day perform Lift Every Voice and Lift Every Voice and Sing, commonly known as the Black National Anthem. Now, last night, just like at many a sporting event, more than one national anthem was sang, okay? They do it all the time, especially in boxing. If there's a fighter from another country, someone will do their national anthem. I've seen the Canadian national anthem, the Mexican national anthem saying. It happens all the time. And
I have to stop this here because I don't think Charlemagne understands what national anthem means. Okay, so if you're from Mexico, that nation, they have a national anthem. So if you're, even if you're black from Mexico and you're boxing, they'll play the Mexican national anthem. For instance, if you're from Greece, they'll play the national anthem from Greece, even if you're black, right? So yes, these are countries. That's what I call national. They're not called racial anthems, right? They're not because you're black, we're going to play the black national anthem for all people who are black around the world, right? No, it all depends on what country you're from. There have been famous boxers who are from the UK. So they played that national anthem when they box, right? That just makes sense, right? What country are you from? So this analogy that the black national anthem should be treated as a national anthem from another country, from China, from Russia, from wherever, this makes no sense. It's dumb. But again, this is who they told me to go look at. So let's see what else you got to say.
In a sport that has a very high percentage of black players, performing the black national anthem makes sense to me. And Andrea Day performed it last night. Can we hear a little bit of the black national anthem, please? Representative Matt Gaetz said on X, they're desecrating America's national anthem by playing something called the Black National Anthem. Mike Loychik said, there's no such thing as a Black National Anthem. We are all Americans united by our great and beautiful Star-Spangled Banner. The Super Bowl is supposed to bring us together. It's a disgrace that the NFL decided to push the politics of racial division again. CJ Pearson wrote on X, before tonight's Super Bowl, as a young, black, and proud American, let me make myself clear, there is only one national anthem, as there is only one United States of America. And it's for everyone, white, black, yellow, and even maroon. He said the left's agenda of division isn't just needless, it's exhausting.
Like, I don't understand how any of that, what they said, is wrong. Now, he's going to tell us why he believes it's wrong, which I haven't heard yet. So I'm listening. This is going to be new for me, too. But what they said makes sense. There's only one national anthem, right? If I was in Canada, Canada's not having the black national anthem in Canada, right? So I got to see how... I'm really curious about what he's got to say.
Listen, man, have any of y'all ever stopped to think there would be no division if y'all didn't cause it? If they would simply acknowledge the black national anthem for what it is, okay, there wouldn't be an issue. And what it is a promise of the freedom, liberty, and justice America promised all people under the Constitution, okay? It was written at a crucial time in American history, all right, when Jim Crow was replacing slavery and African Americans were searching for an identity of their own. Author and activist James Weldon Johnson wrote the words as a poem, which his brother John Rosamond Johnson then set the music. So if you believe in the freedom of all Americans, if you believe in equality for all Americans, if you truly do believe in liberty and justice for all, then lift every voice and sing wouldn't bother you, not even a little bit, okay?
What the hell was that? He gives a little history lesson about it, and he says, if you believe in freedom and all of the... What? No. All right. I don't know what the hell he's talking about now. Black national anthem, national anthem. Why play both, right? We don't divide ourselves. The national anthem represents us all. The black national anthem only represents 13% of the population. Matter of fact, black people aren't even the largest minority group. It's Hispanics. So I'm hoping he's going to address the point of why we don't have national anthems for all these other groups. Yes, black people suffered. So have Hispanics. So have Jews, right? The Holocaust. So what are we going to start having national anthems for everybody? He's not answered any questions. He's just kind of just grandstanding here. So again, maybe it's coming. Remember, I'm watching this raw right now with you. I'm literally watching this with you. So let's see.
It was first performed in Jacksonville, Florida to celebrate President Abraham Lincoln's birthday. Abraham Lincoln, you know him, right? He issued the Emancipation Proclamation that freed the slaves. The song was written as a hopeful appeal for the liberty of black Americans. It was the promise of freedom. If you don't like the song, then you simply don't like seeing black people free.
He must be high. He's got to be high. If you don't like the song, you don't like seeing black people free. Come on, people. This is kind of ridiculous. How ridiculous is this?
I don't expect Matt Gaetz and Mike Loychik to know this, but CJ Pearson, you're a black person. You have to know this, okay? Lift Every Voice and Sing is so American, and it's not something you should look at as anti-American. If you do indeed believe that there should be freedom, liberty, and justice for all people. If you believe that, then you should look at this song the same way you look at the national anthem and the Star-Spangled Banner. Not to mention, Reba McEntire sang the national anthem. And Post Malone did America the Beautiful. So all aspects of America were represented last night. So
all aspects of America were not presented last night. The black national anthem only represents, from my understanding, black people in America. That doesn't represent the Hispanic people in America. That doesn't represent the Native Americans, nor the Jewish people, right? It only represents one aspect of America. But we generally would say the national anthem would represent all Americans, unified under a common cause, being Americans. So he doesn't have an argument here. He literally doesn't have any argument here. He doesn't. And I think it's easy when you're the one discriminating against other people, it's easy to rationalize it, right? And that's what he's doing. You know, he doesn't care about any of those other groups. Hey, look, this is my group. And as long as they're doing it for my group, I'm all good with it. Matter of fact, if you are against it, you wanted me to be a slave. Like, what are you talking about? So I think I understand that, you know, this works for his audience, right? He's going to grandstand. He's not going to get into nitty gritty. It doesn't seem like he's going to tell us why segregating black people and giving them this special national anthem is a good thing. Because to me, it divides. It's divisive. But I can be convinced. Maybe he's going to go into it now. But what he's been saying now is bullshit.
I don't understand how come when people from other countries come here and participate in sporting events and their national anthem is saying, it don't bother nobody. But anytime black people get some acknowledgement as proud citizens of this country, it's a problem.
Okay, so this guy can't be this dumb. So I don't want to do what Charlemagne is doing. I don't want to just say that he's dumb without giving you the exact reason why I believe he doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. And his analogies are bad. So first, let me take you to the definition of a national anthem. And I'm going to blow this up so you guys can see it because I think it's important. I don't understand why he doesn't understand this, but this is from dictionary.com, right? National anthem, it's a noun. A song that praises a particular country and that is officially accepted as the country's song. So just to be clear, the U.S. national anthem represents the country and it was accepted as the country's song. The black national anthem, there is no country of just black people in the United States, and it's not officially accepted as the country's song. So it is not a national anthem. It is an anthem, though, because an anthem represents a particular group. So you can have like a football team, they can have their anthem or whatever. But a national anthem is something very specific, right? It's a song that represents a country. And generally, what are countries? Those are things that are recognized by the United Nations or recognized by other countries. Pretty simple. So comparing someone's national anthem to the black national anthem is a flaw in logic. It's a logical fallacy. It's bad logic. Now, let me tell you, it's actually a logical fallacy called the false analogy. Here's the definition. A false analogy is a logical fallacy where two things that may share similarities are assumed to be alike in other respects without sufficient evidence. So in this case, when he says, well, when people come here from other countries, like Mexico, and they play their national anthem as a sign of respect, right? I'm fighting on behalf of my country, you're fighting on behalf of your country, then he says that that is equivalent to the black national anthem. Now, I didn't think I needed to explain the difference between a national anthem and the black national anthem, but we're in this position, right? The black national anthem is not a national anthem. It is a song that some people have gotten together and say is the black national anthem. It's not officially recognized. It's just there, right? Where a national anthem, like the Mexican national anthem, represents everyone who is Mexican. If you're black, if you're white, if you're Hispanic, if you are a Mexican citizen, that is your national anthem. There is no black Mexican national anthem. Same thing with Haiti, same thing with Spain, same with the UK, right? They all have national anthems. Now, their national anthems are equivalent to our national anthem. Why? Because our national anthem does the same as theirs. It's officially recognized, represents everybody who's in the country, and there is a law that's passed that says this is our national anthem, officially recognized. So the black national anthem, even though it has the word anthem in it, is not in any way identical to someone from Mexico who's coming over here in a boxing match and them playing the Mexican national anthem. The Mexican national anthem does not represent a race of people. It represents a nationality of people. No matter what country you go to, the flag, even though a lot of these countries may have the same race of people, but there are various races in every country on the planet. And let's say for the UK, it's not just the black national anthem. It's not just the white national anthem. It's the national anthem. So I know most of the people who are watching this understand this, but it seems like Charlamagne does not.
Imagine Matt Gaetz. Imagine Mike Loychick. Imagine CJ Pearson. Imagine y'all simply said, it's great to see the black national anthem acknowledged at the Super Bowl. Think about how that acknowledgement would bring people together. You know we live in a world full of sheep, and folks just be sitting around waiting to know how to feel about things. They literally go on social media and wait to know how to feel about certain things and events. If you all had simply said, good for the NFL for acknowledging our Black Americans with the Black National Anthem, that would collectively bring people together. But like most things Black in this country, you simply tried to write it out of history and tell people that it doesn't really exist. You all could have created energy and rhetoric that caused unity, but instead, you decided to cause division.
You know, I'm thinking, let's say this was 1950 Alabama, and, you know, they proposed a white national anthem. And then Black people started saying, no, there shouldn't be a special national anthem for just white people. You know, we should all be included in the national anthem, that type of thing. And then they could give that same speech by Charlamagne, right? Why are you trying to cause division? You should have accepted and embraced it. Why cause division? Couldn't the racists use this same argument, right? From the 50s and the 60s and the 40s or whenever, you go back to the time when racism was in law. His argument could be used for them to justify racism, right? Hey, you guys could have accepted it, and, you know, that brought us unity. The fact that whites only brings us unity. In this case, he's saying Blacks only brings us unity. I just don't understand it.
Please give Matt Gaetz, Mike Loychick, and CJ Pearson the biggest hee-haw. Yeah, I mean, that's just as exhausting as y'all think the left's agenda of division is, in my opinion.
So tell me where I'm wrong in the comment section. If you think employing logical fallacies to make a point that seemingly is nonsense and that is divisive, again, I'll challenge you. Go from Blacks only and say whites only, or whatever else you want to say, and ask yourself then, is it divisive? Whatever they're putting forward as being non-divisive, switch it from Black to white, and let's see. Or if it's white, switch it from white to Black, and see if it still stays the same. Because that's the issue, consistency. The reason why we don't have segregated stuff nowadays is because we knew that it in itself was divisive. Segregated rail cars, segregated schools. Segregation is divisive. So now when did it become not divisive? Don't forget, like, share, subscribe, do all that great YouTube stuff. Tell me where I'm wrong in the comment section, because I know there's people out there who believe, hey, Nate, Charlemagne's got it right, you got it wrong. No matter, even though he's employing a logical fallacy, even though he's taking two things that aren't the same and making them seem the same, that he is correct. Let me know. I really want to know where I'm wrong with this, because what he just said, or his defense of it, was pathetic. Matter of fact, he is the donkey of the day. Sorry. All right, I'll see you next one. Peace.